Good morning, everyone. I am Frederic Salimi. Today, I would like to show you how we customized safety concept through ADEPP Academy. So let's start. Objective of safety concepts are is to define the requirement for design of automatic warning alarm and provide means to limit the consequence that might occur. So this objective, you can read it. It is just for giving you an idea that how we will customize safety concept. You can add any other objective that you want after contract award for customization. The main assumption is the safety concept assumes that only one major hazard occur at one time, and it is considered that fire may follow explosion and accident may occur simultaneously with normal operation. And the design of the facility and safety system assumes it is operated in a manner that for which it was designed, and that all maintenance will be in accordance with supplier recommendation and operating company's standards. So safety concept should give a brief description of inherently safety. For example, in case of intensification, substitution, attenuation, limit of effects, simplification, and tolerances. For example, one of examples of the inherently safety, if your pipeline is fully welded, fully rated, then it will be a principle of the inherent safety and should be mentioned in safety concept. Exclusion from safety concept. Safety concept is not a summary or set of extract of prescriptive application documentation, law, regulation, specification, etc. It is not an operating and maintenance and inspection philosophy. It is not a scope of work for next project phase. It is not engineering specification. It is not a calculation note, and it is not detailed explanation of the derogation or deviation where we just refer to them. And finally, it is not safety case. So I'll show you what safety case, safety concept follow-up should be. So safety concept follow-up is the application of safety requirement and company general specification and code must be respected for the whole development life for the project phase through a startup, normal, and emergency operation. I'll let you read this, and we will discuss about it when we want to go through the customization of safety concept. About engineering review and update. In fact, during the project phase, all safety-related document preparing during the previous phase shall be reviewed and updated and where it's required. For example, if you wrote a safety concept at feed stage of the project, at detailed design, at the beginning, you have to write the safety concept, what is the philosophy, and I will give you the content later. It should be modified and go for the detailed EPC phase safety concept. Handing over the safety concept, at the end of the project, the safety concept shall be handed over to company a few months before a startup. And this will be considered the main document to ensure a safe operation during the entire life of installation. So this is very important at the handing over the safety concept for company. The reference documents, for example, in safety concept, we give a template to our client to see applicable law, regulation, related project document, related safety related document, company specification, international code and standards, and derogation. This should be mentioned in safety concept. And finally, table of contents. Table of contents should go, there should be a mention of facility description, hazard assessment, hazard review, such as HAZID, HAZOP, and C review, safety assessment studies, for example, drop object studies, etc. Technological risk assessment, that means that scenario-based studies such as detailed risk analysis and QRA, if any, should be the conclusion of this study should go through safety concept. Safety and environmental critical elements after doing the bow tie, after risk reduction measure, you should clearly define what are the safety and environmental critical element in safety concept. About the layout philosophy, did you take into consideration the wind direction, etc.? ESTV location, what was it outside of the fire zone or it is inside the fire zone? This affect the PFV for ESTVs and it should be mentioned in safety concept. Fire zone is normally if there is something happening in the installation, it will be limited in an area and will not escalate to the other. Only the if there is a fire and explosion in this zone, they will be affected, but not adjacent. So that's the fire zone is we divide the installation in different fire zone and put it there. So we will discuss all of these things when we will customize it. Restricted area is those restricted area, all the areas that the people in the installation they took the risk and they are working in that environment. So we have to, it is not for the people outside of the public. Impacted area is the public. For example, if the public comes to that area, there will be, you should not have authority to build something inside of the impacted area for public. Safety distances, so we look at the safety distances, how the safety distance installation with the other one. Hazardous area classification, and this should be a brief description, what is the classification zone, and especially if there should be a section about facility specific hazard. If, for example, in the code and the standards in the company there is not a facility hazard, you should mention it here. About emergency shutdown system, how it's configured, what is architecture of this, emergency depressurization, flare and vent system, drainage system, fire and gas, and emergency power, for example, UPS or autonomy of UPS in case of the failure, for example, in EST1, we rely on UPS and what is the autonomy, and finally escape and evacuation and personal safety. All of these things should be detailed in safety concept, and it will be a document that that normally, for example, in the project phase, it is all the disciplines refer to this document for the main point of the safety in the installation.